Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here, continuing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And today we're on lesson 278. And the lesson is, if I am bound, my Father is not free. And the lesson goes on to say, if I accept that I am prisoner within a body, in a world in which all things that seem to live appear to die, then is my Father prisoner with me. And this do I believe. When I maintain the laws the world obeys, must I obey. I'm going to read that again. And this do I believe. When I maintain the laws the world obeys, must I obey. The frailties and the sins which I perceive are real and cannot be escaped. If I am bound in any way, I do not know my Father nor myself, and am lost to all reality. For truth is free, and what is bound is not part of the truth. And the prayer is, Father, I ask for nothing but the truth. I have had many foolish thoughts about myself and my creation, and have brought a dream of fear into my mind. Today I would not dream. I choose the way to you instead of madness and instead of fear. For truth is safe, and only love is sure. And again, the lesson is, if I am bound, my Father is not free. So a reflection today on this lesson, and my reflection earlier is, considering when we choose to be separate, we are choosing, and even choosing not to choose is a choice. When we're choosing to be separate from God, then we block communication. We block communication with God. So here we're learning to rest in God, to rest in love, having faith and trust in God. So what does all that look like? How do we experience that? While we're caught up in the illusion, again, we're keeping God out. And God is not free, as it's addressing here in this space, not free to communicate to us because we put a block up. So it says here as well that, if I accept that I'm a prisoner within a body, again, the Course is telling us, I'm not a body, I'm free, for I'm still as God created me. Again, we're looking at how often we maintain the laws of the world here, and we obey them. Have we really examined? Are they true? Are they true to ourselves? Are we following these rules because somebody said we were supposed to? This work is all about going within and finding the truth within. The truth is based in love, not based in fear. So, the frailties, it says here, in the sins, which I perceive are real. They're not real. We make them real in our mind. Now, that may be really difficult to, again, still get on a day-to-day or moment-to-moment basis. So again, it says, if I'm bound in any way, if I'm caught up in fear-based thinking, which, brings me to a place of conflict, fear, victimhood, judgment, defense, attack, all those things, then I do not know my Father nor myself. Myself is my higher self, my holy self. because it's telling us here that it's for truth is free. And what is bound is not part of truth. So I'm going to share with you, an example as of late for myself, that we all have to deal with technology today, and we're all at different levels with it. My own personal experience over the years is, from the very beginning, afraid to push a button because, I might, break it down somehow. And to the point of, I've continued to learn a lot about technology, and I get tripped up by it. And I've learned that even those who are deep into the understanding of technology, and that's their daily work, they still as well find themselves in places of frustration. There's so much to get and to learn about it. So I was dealing with some technical difficulties with my computer as of late. And what I got to witness within myself is how I allowed the frustration to build, and how I was getting more anxious about it. And things just kept getting worse. Another problem after another problem. When I mentioned here earlier about resting in God, what I, for myself got to see as I stopped and reflecting on what's going on here within me, what I was hearing is that, and this is the forgiveness work, this is what the Course is teaching us, is to, all right, let go of the frustration, give it over to the Holy Spirit, and then rest in God. Don't try to figure it out any further at the moment. I put it aside, got myself cleared, and then the next time that I approach the computer, at that point, it's like, this is going to work. Put it into the hands of the Holy Spirit. Relaxed into the moment. With the help of the Holy Spirit, found some peace. Found some confidence in God, that the situation would be resolved. And I reached out for help otherwise. And then the miracle happened. Guess what? The problem got solved. That was all involving some forgiveness work. Quit blaming the computer, getting angry at the computer, getting angry with technology, recognizing, in God, having some faith and trust that, there is an answer. There's an answer. I'm using the computer as an example. But while I was bound, caught up in, the ego thought system, making myself wrong, blaming myself for not knowing how to do this, being a victim of it all, it wasn't working. But it was when I relaxed, recognized, okay, what's so is it's not working. What's so is there is a solution. And I let it go and turned it over. There is a power greater than ourselves that'll restore us to sanity. And that's the aspect of this course, what it's teaching us. I use that as an example. Take that into your life today. Be awake and aware of when you've stepped out of your peace, when you're feeling in defense, when you are, again, judging another or wanting to be right, again, making someone else wrong. I keep repeating this, and the Course keeps repeating this so that we'll remember during the day to those times when those things occur for us that are fear-based and not of love. that again, we can turn them over to the Holy Spirit, turn it all over. And then be grateful. You know, the forgiveness work is, again, you know, I'm going to read it. It's here again. It's in front of me. But, you know, the prayer from Nook Sanchez from Take Me to Truth.com. In those moments, Holy Spirit, help me to forgive myself for an unknowingly used, and I'm going to say, my computer, to attack myself and to separate from your love as my holy self. We are continuing to build on who we are as a child of God, who we are in our holiness and in you know, the love that we are, our sinlessness, our guiltlessness. Now, I projected all that onto a computer. Take a look at where you project all that on another brother or sister and apply that. Apply this forgiveness work. Because whatever it is out there that you're, you know, again, projecting onto another is all coming from within yourself. It's only a mere reflection of something within yourself that needs to be healed. So that's what I'm here to say today. And I'm going to read the prayer again here. It says at the end of this lesson, Father, I ask for nothing but the truth. I have had many foolish thoughts about myself and my creation, and I have brought a dream of fear into my mind. Today I would not dream. I choose the way to you instead of madness and instead of fear. For truth is safe, and only love is sure. And the lesson again is, if I am bound, my Father is not free. So I'm going to go on and add a little bit more today, and maybe a little different slant on the lesson. I find that, you know, hopefully my example has given you some food for reflecting, something to carry on into your day today. But I'm also going to read again. And I'm hoping that it's serving you as well, because it does, as it does for me, to read from the Year of Forgiveness in my daily reflection and practice of the course. So the lesson again, 278, and this is Jesus being channeled through Louise Spalding, who is the author of this book, A Year of Forgiveness. And again, the lesson is, if I am bound, my Father is not free. And here's what is shared here. Jesus says, you are blessed beings indeed, and I am the one you know as Jesus. He said, this is a profound lesson, is it not? That whoever you make guilty binds the entire world. This is where the idea comes from. Your brothers and sisters on this planet are your salvation. The world's salvation depends on you forgiving them, because as long as they are guilty of sin, the entire world is in the grips of the ego mind, which is about separation, is about death, guilt, and sin. And again, it's through forgiveness practice, which is your demonstration with whomever you decide in your life has committed a sin. They are your salvation. They are the world's salvation. Your practicing forgiveness with them is going to change everything, because they hold the separation belief in place for you. You're going to read that again. Your practicing forgiveness with them is going to change everything, because they hold the separation belief in place for you. If you believe it, then that becomes true for everything and everyone, including God. If there is sin, then what becomes the frequency of your entire mind? I'm going to read that again. If there is sin, then that becomes, I didn't say that correctly the first time. If there is sin, then that becomes the frequency of your entire mind. This is the power of forgiveness. Nobody truly understands the power of forgiveness, that the power of forgiveness expands you to such tremendous degree that you become godlike in your ability to create loving things, create health, create abundance in life itself. Those unforgivable, contaminating judgments about those people are your great homework. They are the assignments you have given yourself to challenge your mind and to raise yourself up out of separation. You have assigned these people the roles of the bad guys in your life so that you can learn to forgive and so that you can overcome your belief in separation. These old hatreds and wounds are not, do not demonstrate their sins, but rather your belief in separation. And that is what will be healed when you forgive. Jesus goes on to say, I am the one you know as Jesus, and I'll speak to you again. And the lesson is, again, if I am bound, my Father is not free. All right. Go forward today and be conscious of where you find yourself bound, to be able to practice the forgiveness, to find the freedom, to find the truth, to be the love and the holiness that you are, to see that love and that holiness in your brothers and sisters. All right. As always, thank you for being here. And I look forward to being with you in the next video for lesson 279. In the meantime, please go below. As always, please push that like button, comment. Appreciate your comments. And others who are following this YouTube channel appreciate your comments as well. And I'm asserting that. And the other is to please share this video out. Again, I say in a lot of my other videos at the end, what the world needs now is love, sweet love, and we definitely need more of it. And that's what the Course is bringing us to, is to experience that love of ourselves, of our brothers and sisters, and to expand and grow in love in our life. So share it out. There are people, again, looking for the principles and practices of this Course. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And then there's one more thing. Oh, yes. If you go below here in the YouTube video, at the description, there's a button there to push or click on more, and your donations are appreciated. Thank you for those who have donated. There is directions there as to how to do so. So, and I thank you in advance. All right. Have a love-filled day and continue your practice of the Course. Bye for now.